Hey, what's going on? Facebook, come on in, come on in, come on in. Where y'all at? Come on in, you guys. Let me go ahead and share. Let me go ahead and share. Oh, it's April 2nd. Come through. Let me share this. It is Saturday morning. Okay. Hey. Good morning. Good morning. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me see. I can't believe it's 7:22. All right. So listen, yesterday I released the word that the Lord was giving me for the month of April. Hey, Jackie, how are you, gorgeous? Yes, Alabama. So yesterday I released the word that the Lord gave me for the month of April. And for those that missed it, go back and watch yesterday's broadcast, especially if you are if you're single, especially if you're an older woman. Come on now. Let's go watch that. You're gonna want to see that. You're gonna want to see that. But listen, so this morning I woke up and I've been up for hours now. And when I woke up, God has really been dealing with me on accepting what he says is truth. Accepting what he says is truth. So a lot of times what will happen is we say we believe God. We say we believe him, but our actions don't match with what we say. So when you really believe something, you move on it. When you really believe something, it's like it's already done. When you really believe something, it is so, right? And so God said, listen, tell the people, and it is so. So there's a promise that God has given you. And I just came to tell you, and it is so. And it is so. It is so. It is true. It is real. It is done. God has already done it. It's already done in the spirit. Now you're just waiting for the natural manifestation. And do not allow fear to cause you not to operate as if it is so, because it is. So I'm going to give you an example. I was asked a question, right? I was asked a question, and the answer that I gave was really rooted in fear. Now I got to go back and correct it, okay? But the answer that I gave was rooted in fear. It was rooted in concern for how other people would view it, concern for how it would be perceived, how it would be received, like all of these things, right? That had absolutely nothing to do with my real desire, right? And God began to remind me today, and it's so funny how he did it, but God began to remind me today, and it is so. You deserve everything God has promised you. See, we get beat up in the world. Things don't work the way that we think they're going to work. And so we say, well, I must have heard God wrong. Or it doesn't happen when we think it's going to happen. So we say, I must have heard God wrong. You didn't hear him wrong. You did not. And it is so. And it's going to happen. And it's going to happen in God's timing. And I came to tell y'all, listen, this is the and it is so month, right? This is the and it is so month. This is the month that you are absolutely qualified to get whatever it is that God has promised you, but it's going to require some work. That work is going to be belief. That work is going to be work on healing. That work is going to be really dealing with your mindset and your thoughts. That work is going to be actually putting some actions into place. That work is going to be the work that God desires to do to shift you, to level you up, to take you to the next level, to do some incredible and amazing things in your life. And it is so. And it is so. You got to understand that there's nothing that God desires for you that he will not do for you. You got to do your part. Listen, it's real simple. All you got to do is your part. What part is that? Believe. First part, believe. You got to believe God enough to accept his word is true. Second part, be obedient. Believe, be obedient. That means do what God tells you to do, when God tells you to do it, the way God tells you to do it, even if nobody else agrees with it, nobody else sees it, nobody else gets it, like nobody. I'm telling you, believe, obedient, be obedient. Third part, Get to work. Get to work. You think that you're going to get it without any work. That's not the way it's going to happen. There's work that you have to do, and you've got to be willing to do the work. Do the work on you. Do the work to manifest it. You got to do the work. You got to do the work. You got to show up the way you need to show up. Hey, gorgeous, how are you? You got to do the work. How do you change your mindset? How do you change what you're feeding yourself? Well, listen, one of them just popped up on my phone while I was talking. Listen, I have affirmations that come to me throughout the day. I've scheduled them, right? So that all day long, I'm getting affirmations to remind me of where my mind needs to be, where my energy needs to be, where my heart needs to be, to remind me, and it is so. And it is so. So literally, the affirmation that just popped up said, negative talk has no place in my life. How many of you find yourself saying negative things to yourself? Stop it. Listen, listen. If we're going to really tap into what God is doing, we don't have space for negative talk. We don't have time for negative talk. Why? Negative talk produces negative results in your life. Negative talk produces negative results in your life. So you, madam, you, sir, have to exit the negative talk. Replace the negative talk with positive talk. So find a replacement thought. When that thought comes up, replace that thought with something else. When you learn how to replace negative thoughts with positive thoughts, then baby, you're well on your way. This morning, I made a decision. I made a decision that I'm really going to be honest about it, what it is I want. I'm going to be honest about what I desire. I'm going to be honest about how I feel, right? And I'm not saying, well, I did lie. I did lie. I ain't gonna lie. I lied. Okay. I did lie because I was not honest out of fear. When we get that honest, then God can work with it. See, the beauty of the God that we serve is that he can handle whatever it is that we've got going on inside of us. He literally can handle it. He has created us to be vessels of glory. But when we refuse to give him situations for the glory, man, we kind of mess it up. We kind of mess it up. Y'all know. So we've got to do better. We've got to do better about what it is that we do, how it is that we move. We've got to do better. And when we do better, we'll get better and you'll see better. I'm telling you, God is doing some incredible and amazing things. And I need you to get ready for what God is doing. There's no way that you should miss this move of God. But God is calling us to do something in faith. Listen, I'm telling you, we got to do it in faith. We've got to do it knowing that it's done before we ever take a step. We got to do it knowing that it's done before we ever make a move. We got to do it knowing that it is already done and it is so. And when we do that, we give God permission to do the rest. Won't you give him permission? Won't you let him do it for you? Like he really wants to, but he's waiting on you. So today, make the conscious decision to say, and it is so. Stand on God's promises, stand on his word. So check this out. You know, we're doing this 21-day fast, right? For Focus 21 days to set focus and propel you into destiny. And today is day 7, right? And day 7 is about peace, the peace that surpasses all understanding. And I want y'all to know that this book, these devotions have been absolutely amazing and incredible. Like when I tell you that every day, something that God has done or promised through the devotion manifests itself. So yesterday was promise, right? For I know the plans that I have for you, plans to give you a hope and a future, to bring you to an expected end, right? There's a place that's already been set that God is going to take you to. And listen, he's going to do it, right? So he's waiting on us to just be obedient, right? So yesterday was April Fool's Day. And so I'm like, okay, God, I can't wait to see the promise. Can't wait to see the promise. Well, I got a text yesterday morning. Okay. My son said, we're at the hospital. Okay. This better not be an April Fool's joke. Well, yesterday, I got another one of the promises that God made me. See, God promised me that I would see some amazing things in this lifetime, but that I would see my grands and great grands, that I would live a long life. And I stand on that. I stand on living a long life with a whole husband, right? And we would grow old together and we would be able to see our grandkids, our great grandkids, and our great great grandkids. That's 3 more generations, right? And I'm standing on that. And I believe that it is so. So yesterday, my grandson was born. And I'm so excited to be a big mama again, right? I know looking at me, I don't look like I should have grandchildren. Thank you, God. And it is so. But I love my grands. Can't wait to see them. Can't wait to hold them. Um, and I had a challenging moment. And I'm gonna tell y'all about my challenging moment, and maybe somebody can relate to it, right? So my son told me the baby's name, baby Isaac, right? I said, well, what's his middle name? He said, we don't have it yet. And I started typing because I came up with two different middle names, and I had to delete, and say, I know y'all will find the perfect one, because we've got to relinquish control. We desire control in so many areas, not just in our lives, but in the lives of others. But in this season, that's not the season. But now, come on now, you got to let God be God and trust God with it, and know that God is going to do exceedingly and abundantly above all that you could think or ask. There's nothing like those grandbabies being born and being able to hold them and look at them. And, I just am blown away when I think about the beauty of it. And I got to share it with my daddy. This is the first of my grands that he's been able to see born, right? Um, and it was emotional for both of us, right? It was emotional for him to see the pictures of the baby, and to have talked to my son and his wife, my daughter in love, and then see baby Isaac born. And it reminded me of September. In September, Madison was born, and my daddy, my other daddy, um, was waiting for her to be born. He was waiting for her to be born. He said, I just hope I live long enough to see the new baby born. And he did. And so both of them got to experience these grands, and I'm grateful that they wanted to see my babies born. And I'm grateful to see this journey and how this journey comes together. You know, when God says that He is redeeming you and He's redeeming the time, like He means that. And that's exactly what He's done. He said He's redeeming relationships. That's what He told me. Like He told me all that in 2021. And He's literally been doing it. It has not ceased. It wasn't like it was just for 21. Like, no, it's carried over into 22. He's still doing it. And He's redeeming me in some other ways too. On Thursday night, Thursday night, I hit the first rank in Tava. He said, I'm redeeming you there too. You see, some people, I'm gonna tell y'all this because I think some people need to hear this. Um, some people see the power of network marketing. They see it, they get it, they understand it, um, they believe it, they do it, it doesn't work. They believe it, they do it, it doesn't work. They believe it, they do it, it doesn't work. They believe it, they do it, it doesn't work. They believe it, they do it, it doesn't work. And they say, I don't believe anymore. But the fact of the matter is that it does work. Um, Sometimes all those seeds that you sow takes a while for them to germinate and to manifest the way that you've seen yourself, right? I remember seeing myself on stage. I remember seeing myself in one of the top positions. I remember seeing myself driving the car. I remember seeing myself. I remember all of that. And God had to remind me, I'm not done with you in that space. I'm not through with you there. I know you feel like you're tired. I know you're like, I don't know. I know that, but I'm telling you, I'm not done. And I believe that in this season, there's some people that He's not done with in that space that have kind of given up on the space because they didn't have the results that they wanted. Well, if you are willing to become the version of you that you've got to become in order to have the kind of success you want, I'm telling you, this is the season for you to do it. I'm not saying you got to do it with me, but I'm telling you that if you will do that, you will see a marked difference. And it is so. And it is so. But if you're looking to occupy that space again, you're looking to partner with somebody that's got vision, you're looking to take this step, this journey, this leap, and really go in and do what's necessary. I'm on a 90-day run, right? There's a whole 90-day run that I'm on, have goals for each month. And this month is particularly important because we have the opportunity to have acceleration, right? So this is an accelerated month. Remember I told y'all this, the month of April, things were accelerated, that you're going to see a bunch of suddenlies. I'm telling y'all, listen, I'm telling y'all, that's why season is important. You got to know when to do something, right? And so this is the season to step in and to do this, because I'm telling you, there's going to be acceleration, 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 and things that have been held up, things that have been at bay, things that you've seen in the spirit, but you've not seen in the natural. This is the season for you to manifest those things, but it's going to require a different type of work. So listen, if that's you and you're ready to partner with somebody and you want to go in health and wellness, travel, and forex and cryptocurrency, or cryptocurrency and NFTs and stuff, listen, that financial market, three markets, one company, y'all. That's why I'm here. When I tell you I'm here for Tava, I'm here for Tava because I know the products work. Y'all have seen me. Y'all saw I dropped those 9 pounds in 3 days. Y'all see me slimming up, belt coming on in. Y'all see it. Y'all see my skin. Y'all see my hair. Y'all see what these products are doing. Energy, focus, clarity. Like when I tell you that I'm clearer than I've ever been, I'm telling you, it's real. Literally, y'all, I hate to say it, but I'm gonna say it because y'all know me. I'm just gonna tell you. Hey, Patrice, how you doing, beautiful? So let me tell you what happened. So literally, now I done dropped this weight, 9 pounds, 3 days, belt coming in, skin looking good, hair growing, all of that. But this is the biggest thing for me. It was two big things for me that really stood out to me. One, normally I have fluid on my knee. I have fluid on my knees. My knees swell. It's one of the reasons I really haven't worked out since I got back from Philly, is that my knees were bothering me because of the trip, right? From driving, right? Long periods, being still, like it just, they were bothering me. So, but my knees have no fluid on them. My knees are not swollen, right? So my knees went down. This is the other thing. My focus has increased. So normally when I'm teaching a class, don't judge me, but I'm just gonna be honest. I'm on the last day when grades got to be turned in, doing all my grading, right? Let me tell y'all something. Literally last night, I finished my grading. Now I have some students who still have stuff to turn in, and then I'll grade their stuff. But I've done my part on the majority of the class. It's done, except for the students who haven't finished everything. Their stuff will go in. Then I'll do my final numbers. But I'm done. Never. I don't know when. Never have. This has been a lot. Might be never. Okay. Have I done that? But that's because of these products. You see, when you understand that your body craves certain things and needs certain things, and you give it to your body, then your body can do what it needs to do. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. This flare, baby, clarity, focus, metabolism booster, appetite suppressant, mood regulator. Come on, all of that in this flare. And it has done just that on an elevated level. Now, I've used other products, and I've had used other products that work, right? But I'm telling you, it's something about this combination that has produced supernatural results for me, accelerated results for me. It just has, right? But I can make anything work. I'm gonna tell y'all something. When it comes to weight loss, I can make just about anything work. But I love that I have the opportunity to use products that work, also do travel, and also be able to be in the financial market and grow my money. Literally, my account doubled in 3 days. My account was doubled. My trading account. So I'm just telling y'all that this space right now that I'm in is incredible. And this is a season for accelerated results in it. If you are desiring lose weight, travel, grow your money, you need to get with me. Whether you want to just use the services or the products, or whether you're looking at it as a business opportunity, y'all need to get with me, because I'm telling y'all something. It's a squad that we're going to the top. Period. That's it. Point blank. I'm actually getting ready to do a tour. I'll be in Kentucky. The end of next week, I'll be in Kentucky. Then I'm going to go to Tampa. So I'm going to be doing some things. Stay tuned. Look for it, because it's going to be happening. Mark, I'm going to be an hour away from you in Russellville. You want to come through, girl. Come through. Pull up on me. pull up on me. Okay. But I'm going to be doing some things because people need to know. I believe that a lot of times in our community, the African American community especially, we find ourselves struggling because we believe and then we get disappointed and then we say, I knew it wouldn't work. Well, what that says is you already had in your mind a notion that it wouldn't work. So what did you do that contributed to it not working? Because we do self-sabotage. We do things to that what we believe subconsciously comes out in how we move and how we navigate. It's just like with my students, I tell them, don't say I'm a bad test taker. Why would you say that? They're like, I'm a horrible test. Why would you say that? And you get ready to take a test. Like you're already putting in your mind that you're not going to do well on the test. So you ain't going to do what you need to do in order to be successful. Stop it. Y'all, how about this? How about you believe God? This year, all year, you're going to see how much I believe God. It's going to show up time after time after time after time after time after time after time. You're going to be like, oh, wow. I'm going to say, I believed God. I just believed God. I just kept believing. I kept believing. See, what I'm not going to do is sacrifice my belief for what looks like reality, because what's real is what God's word says. What's real is what he's promised me. What's real is what I know that I saw in the spirit, right? That's what's real. All of this other stuff that I see in the natural, that ain't real. It's a mirage. It's an illusion. So understand that there's a plan that God has for you. Walk that plan out and say to yourself, as I say to myself, and it is so. And watch what God does exceedingly and abundantly above all that you could think or ask. It just makes sense, right? So look, y'all, I'm going to get off here. But remember, this is the month of and it is so. Believe God and watch and see what he does. I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. And you're going to look back and you're going to say, I'm so glad that I believed God and said, and it is so. Look, you guys, look, I'm getting ready to go over into the Forward Focus 21 group. I'm getting ready to go live and read today's devotion. We are on day 7. Day 7 is about peace. And I'm going to tell y'all something. When you get a peace in a thing, listen, when you got that peace in it and like like you ain't even stressed about it, like, oh, I know I'm doing that. Oh, that's done. Oh, yeah, that's happening. Oh, it's real, right? That is the place where God does his greatest work, is in your place of peace. So listen, whether you need to detox, have a good liquid vitamin, get some of this focus, baby. My focus, clarity, energy, metabolism booster, appetite suppressant, mood regulator, honey. Come on, get that mood all the way together. Y'all hit me up. Let your girl take care of you. What I can tell you is this: God ain't playing in this season. And it is so. Look, I love you guys. Oh, if you need a copy of the book, For Focus 21, put book in the comments. You can send $25 in Cash App. I'm sending books out this morning. So if you want yours to go in the stack that goes out, it can be so. Hit me with the 25 on the Cash App. I'm going to post my Cash App. It's $DRV Walters, $DRV Walters. Be sure to include your email and your address. I'll send you out the ebook and then mail out your actual book, autographed, personalized copy of the book. You're going to want to have it because this book, this fast, is changing lives. Let yours be one of them. Look, you guys, I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Have an incredible and epic day. Be blessed. Mwah.